I hate filming in front of other people. Okay. Hey guys, welcome back to my channel. I am Britt, and if you haven't subscribed yet, you probably should, because I normally talk about geeky things, but sometimes I sell DNA to the black market. But this time it's not mine. This time it's my cat's. So I decided to buy Basepaws, which is kind of fun because it's a Shark Tank product, and if you guys don't know, my family and I are obsessed with Shark Tank. I decided to try this out because Nova has a lot of questions. Her mom was white with black patches. All of her siblings were white with black patches. She is white with black patches. So theoretically, you would think that she was probably a planned litter with one father for the entire litter, who would have been white with black patches. But we don't know anything about her father because her mother was found randomly in a trailer park and just in the wild. So we have no idea anything about her, but her personality is something else. She's got quite a personality. She is an incredible hunter. She is incredibly smart. She is incredibly playful, and she just does some very strange things that a normal house cat doesn't do. And so I wanted to do this. What's also nice is, much like 23andMe, my 23andMe, the 23andMe that I got, was this also comes with health testing as well. So I'll be able to find out some information about some possible genetic illnesses that she might be facing, so that as she's currently 1.5 years, we can start combating with her lifestyle and things like that. So I am not prepared to collect my cat's saliva, because if you know anything about my cat, she doesn't like being held, and she doesn't like her mouth being messed with, and I have to hold her and mess with her mouth. So this is going to be interesting. So I have my mother here to help me. She doesn't really want to be part of this video, even though I'm gonna do this as on camera as possible without my mother being apparently involved. So we have the saliva collecting little swab. And so it says to register this kit online. I have not done that yet, but I will before I send this back off to them. Collect sample, swab the cheek pouch for 5 seconds. And so that is not just getting it into her mouth, that is full on getting it inside of her cheeks, where chipmunks and other rodents hide seeds. So that's gonna be interesting. Remove the cap and then put it into the liquid, just like the saliva kit that I had to do, where you had to put it inside the liquid. So, and then it goes into this bag, looks like, or you shake it just like you do with, you know, the saliva samples that I did. Put it into this bag, put it back into this box, and send it off. So that is the plan, whether or not I like it. So I think I'm gonna have my mom hold her. But I have a plan. I'm thinking we'll wrap her up in a blanket so that she is kind of swaddled, maybe, sort of swaddled. And then that way she doesn't have as much movability and won't be able to scratch my mom or me. So I'll be the most at risk, with her teeth being right near my hands. So let's go get a blanket.
Oh!
Well, at least you're opening your mouth a lot. You opening your mouth a lot is helpful at the moment. Okay. She doesn't like when I do that.
Yeah, she doesn't like it worse. Less with me holding her.
Okay.
Yeah. Can you even tell what she is?
I know, I'm putting a black and white cat into a black and white blanket. I might need...
I think you need to hurry.
Scissors. Yeah. I'm hurrying.
I hope you're not going upstairs.
I'm not.
Nope, nope, nope. She's got her paw out. She's got her paw out.
I'm coming, Nova Bova. Okay.
Oh boy. Oh boy. Do I need to be in here?
Come on. There we go.
1,
two. Oh, shoot.
Oh boy.
One, two,
three.
Shoot. Come on. I know this is awful. One, two, three, four, five. We did it! Oh my goodness, that was a lot. Okay, so now I have to remove this cap. Got it? Got it. Okay. And then that goes in there. And I gotta shake it. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. And we'll do a couple more for good measure. Okay, so now I'm gonna have to register this, put it into this bag, and send it off. And I'll get that in the mail tomorrow since I'm going to my church to help out with their drive-in service. So I will, put this in the mail tomorrow morning, and we'll soon have, probably in about a month, have her results. So I'll see you guys all. Will be a few seconds for you. It'll be about 4 weeks for me, but then you guys won't see this until sometime in January, so. Okay, so here we are. I don't even remember when I filmed the last part of the video, so. But here we are, and she has her report. It's been a minute. I've literally checked this every day. And now I've been sitting on this report without having seen it for like 3 days. So let's just look at it. I'm so excited. So scared. So nervous. But I'm also very excited. Oh, okay, let's do it. I don't want to look at it. It's on the screen too. Okay. Nova's DNA results. Simply put, our cats are still wild beasts. Yes, they are. Matter of fact, that's actually why cats don't like dogs, is because, and dogs are actually okay with cats for the most part, unless they are trained, unless they are conditioned to not be okay with cats because they've had negative reactions with cats, is that cats are actually less domesticated than dogs. Fun fact. Breed analysis. Okay. American Shorter. Maine Coon? She's 14.34% Maine Coon? Excuse me? Okay, so she is 65.7% Western. Now what is that? It means that she's just from Western. Okay, so Eastern, so breed groups. High coverage whole genome sequencing pedigree cat data to generate what we call a genetic proximity map. This map visualizes the underlying genome differences between known cat breeds. For instance, breeds that are close to each. Oh my God, I cannot read. Dyslexia is not fun. Close to each other on the map share a high degree of genetic similarity. In many instances, such breeds are known to have a shared origin. The observed genetic similarity between breeds results in formation of 4 foundational breed groups: Eastern, Western, Persian, and exotic. The genetic proximity map allows you to see how breeds closest to your cat relate to other known breeds and breed groups. You can use this slider to below to modify results to reflect different degrees. So if we're going confident, okay, I'm not surprised by the Siamese. So she's very loud. She meows all the time. Wow. Okay. So let's go with likely. So if we're down at possible, okay, maybe. Okay, so 14.9% is broadly Western. So this is just like any other DNA test with like humans, where, you know, it's based on whether or not they have a pool. But like even going all the way to confident, Maine Coon is still on there, and as is Ragdoll. She's a short hair. That's wild. Okay. So American short hair, 15.88%. Maine Coon, 14.34%. Ragdoll, 8.19%. Siberian, 4.82%. Russian Blue, 4.41%. Abyssinian, which I've also kind of wondered based on her body structure, 2.45%. Eastern is Thai Siamese at 8.60%. Burman. She's got a little Egyptian Mao in her. Wow. Peterbald, Eastern. Oh, wow. And then exotic is an Egyptian Mao. Like, what? But if we go to confident, the Egyptian Mao goes away. So if we're at confident, Ragdoll, Maine Coon, Thai Siamese, and Peterbald. I gotta remind myself what a Peterbald looks like. Oh. Looks kind of like a Siamese. Also looks kind of like a Sphinx cat. Okay. Fair enough. Fair enough. Before we're on confident, okay, she's part Maine Coon. Okay, here's the thing. I love Maine Coons. They have been my favorite breed of cat for a very long time, since we had a cat named Jason. Yes, I named him after the Power Ranger. It was right after he'd become the Gold Ranger. So it was during Zeo, because I got him a cat bed that was red and gold. Because that's me. Anyway, yeah. But he was what the vet believes was a purebred Maine Coon, because he was massive. He was really young, but he was still like essentially bigger than a full-grown cat, but was still very young. So the vet was pretty convinced he was a Maine Coon. And then we had Winter. Winter was a Maine Coon Siamese mix. And again, the vet was pretty confident that that was like it, because he had like the face of a Siamese. So he looked like a Himalayan, except for he didn't have the push and nose. He had this long snout like a Siamese. He was cross-eyed like a Siamese, but he was chocolate point, and then but he had long fur. So he was a Maine Coon, and he had a lot of personality like a Maine Coon. He was very in your face all the time, very lazy, but also incredibly playful. And they would both chirp, and now that kind of starts to make sense a little bit, that there's some Maine Coon in her, because she, again, is loud, and Maine Coons are loud, but they don't really meow. They do this like weird little chirp thing, and Nova does that, and it never occurred to me before. Actually, it might have occurred to me before, but anyway. So then we got Corvette, and Corvette, while she was basically mute, and by that I mean she just didn't meow like ever. She would meow a couple of times when like she would be carrying a toy around, and she would be like, whoa, whoa. Like that's the sound she would make. Like, not even kidding. The first time I heard it, I thought she was dying. But yeah, and so it turns out she was part Maine Coon. Even though she was pretty silent. So she wasn't loud like Jason and Winter were, but she was still part Maine Coon. Because she was bigger. She was a pretty big cat. Just to give you an idea of how big Winter was, he was 30 pounds. He was overweight, but like, even at his thinnest, like even if we got him to where the vet would want him, he'd still be like 20 pounds. So just putting that out there. Winter was a big cat. Jason was a big cat. Corvette was definitely smaller. She sat right around like the 10 to 15 pound range generally. 15 if she was overweight, 10 if she was not. So she was pretty small. Like Nova's 8 pounds. So, but 2 pounds on a cat is pretty significant change in size. But anyway, the Siamese doesn't surprise me, because when she was little, and I guess that means the Peterbald shouldn't surprise me either. When she was little, she had that really long face, and I remember thinking maybe she's got some Siamese in her. Wild, just wild. Wow, I haven't even looked at the health portion yet. We should do that. Wow, I never would have guessed ragdoll at all. But now that I think about it, it doesn't, I guess, entirely surprise me. So I'm going to put it back to the possible, and I'm going to have Mom come down here and react to this as well. Okay, here. Let's not tell her that we're filming anymore.
Oh, there it is.
Look at the second one under Western.
I can't see. I can't read it.
Well, now she's in the way.
I can't read it.
Right here.
I can't read it.
Maine Coon.
Okay.
She's a Maine Coon.
Wow.
14%. Yeah, 14%. She's
short hair.
mostly American short hair, so
Well,
she's
no, I
mostly
mean, just-
what Frisky was.
But, I mean, she's as much American short hair as she is Maine Coon.
I know.
So what else does it tell you?
Ragdoll. Siberian, Russian blue, Abyssinian, which doesn't surprise me. She's got a very similar body structure. And then broadly Western, because it's basically kind of like, you know, the DNA things like for humans, where it's based on population. Nova, that's not a real plant. Anyway, then under Eastern, she's Siamese, which we
very little.
Right, but we also kind of thought that.
Yeah.
And then Berman, and then Peterbald, which is this, up on this screen. And then Egyptian Mao. Mao! Have you ever seen an Egyptian Mao?
I think so. They're that hairless thing.
No.
Oh.
That's a
Or
Sphinx
they're the
cat.
Sphinx. Oh,
How do you spell Egypt?
there it is. Oh,
And now, looking at her,
she looks like Casey.
she does look like Casey. I wonder if that's part of what Casey was. I mean, we know she was part Siamese, but we had some weird combinations of cats.
Beautiful cat.
Yeah. But yeah, I mean, that's wild. Nova, please stop. That is not a real
So
plant.
what is the other stuff? Chromosome stuff.
Huh?
Oh,
this
that's
is
how they
just
determine.
how they determine what she is. So obviously she's mostly Western, clearly, with all the blue. Mostly Western, 65.7%.
Yeah, but the exotic, even though it's very little, is very high.
Yeah.
So
Up in her chromosomes here. But yeah, isn't that
Wow.
crazy? I would never, it's weird because I never would have guessed Maine Coon, but then when I saw that, I realized she does that chirping thing that Jason always did. You remember Jason when he chirped?
yeah.
Yeah, she does that chirping thing. Like she'll walk up to me and she'll do that, you know? Wow. So I can't get away from Maine Coons is what I'm saying.
Yeah. As much Maine Coon.
Exactly. Wow. That's wild. She's probably done growing. One would hope. Wow. It's wild. Okay. So now let's move on to Wildcat Index. So wait. Okay. So does that mean that these are what she is most related to? So she's most related to a cheetah. Shocker. Leopard, cougar, tigers. You're part cougar. Miss Nova Povabova. She's like, I know. But she is really fucking fast. Like, I have called her cheetah girl in the past because she's real fast. Okay. Here's what I'm scared of. Her health markers. Just like I was scared of my own when I did my 23andMe. So let's take a look at her health markers and hope my cat is gonna be healthy and live forever. Okay. So she's either clear, a carrier, at risk, or at high risk. So let's take a look. Okay, so polycystic kidney disease, she's clear. That's what Corvette died from. She's clear from cardiomyopathy and hypertrophic feline heart disease. She's clear from both of them. Okay. Retinal degeneration, she's clear. We never had a cat go blind. I think actually Casey was at the end, but but it was very quick. I think her sight just went away. I don't even know how to pronounce that. Are a group of metabolic disorders characterized by a deficiency in production or functioning of lysosomal enzymes required for digestion. Okay. She's clear. A group of metabolic disorders characterized by deficiency in production of functioning. Okay, she's still clear. So, okay. A group of metabolic disorders characterized by a deficiency in production or functioning. Excuse your cell phone. In lysosomal enzymes required for digestion. Okay, so she's going to have good digestion. I mean, she's clear on pretty much everything. Doesn't mean she's not going to get these things, but I mean, she's at this point clear. Clear. You're coming out healthier than I did, Nova. I have markers for Alzheimer's. I have markers for macular degeneration. It's great. Okay, she's clear. Clear, clear. Autoimmune. Lethal disease distinguished by massive enlargement of the lymphatic nodes and spleen. Okay, she's clear. And she's clear of that. Factor 12 deficiency or Hagman deficiency is a blood clotting disorder characterized by deficiency in coagulation. Well, you know what? You're not going to be clear of me if you keep trying to eat the tree. Stop. Please. You're driving me crazy. Okay, so she won't become paralyzed. No hyperthyroidism. So far, she's clear from everything. Nova, please stop. I know you hate Pink. You hate being held. You're the only Maine Coon in my life that has ever hated being held. All the other Maine Coons loved it. You're a Maine Coon. Live up to the hype. Yes, live up to the hype. Don't bite me. I do it because I love you. I do it because I love you. Go. Me just torturing my cat. Deal with it. She'll bite me later for it. Okay. Okay. Clear. Oh, here's another kidney disease deficiency, but she's clear. Vitamin D deficiency, rickets type 1. Softening of the bones, increase of bone deformities and fractures. She's clear. That's it. Wow. And here's just a listing of what all the cats she is. So ragdoll average female weight, 10 to 15 pounds. She's definitely a lap cat, that is for sure. Russian blue, 8 to 15 pounds. And she's definitely intelligent. Norwegian Forest Cat. I didn't see Norwegian Forest Cat on that list. 8 to 12 pounds. Siberian. That was on the list. 8 to 17 pounds. American Shorthair. This is what Frisky was. She was 8 to 12 pounds. This is what Frisky was. This is not what Frisky looked like, but that's what Frisky was. Outgoing, social, and adaptable. She is actually really outgoing, and she is actually pretty social. She's not like other cats that I've had where they hide from people. Like, if somebody's over, she's curious about that person, so she'll come and hang out. Maine Coon, water lover. She actually, so here's the thing. And this is one of the things that probably should have alerted me to the fact that she was possibly a part Maine Coon. She loves to drink from her paw. So she'll stick her paw in water. Then she drinks out of it, sticks her paw in water, drinks out of it. It's wild. Okay, well, we had males. But this is where Corvette was, roughly. But yeah, this is where males are. And that's still a little low in my opinion, but based on the 2 male Maine Coons that we had. But Abyssinian, 6 to 8 pounds, they're teeny tiny. Turkish Van, I don't remember that being on there. Turkish Angora, I don't remember that being on there. Persian, I don't remember that being on there. Okay, so these are just going to be a bunch of... Those are such weird looking cats. Anyway, sorry if you've got one and you like them. They're just very weird. Here's the Peterbald. Oh, I see. Wait, I'm confused. Hold on. Never mind. Oh, got it. It actually says 0% Oriental short hair. Got it. So, 6 to 8 pounds. She's not peaceful. Not even a little. 0 Burmese. Here's Burman. Docile, patient, and affectionate. She is affectionate. That's about it. Here's Thai Siamese. Honestly, she's got that neck. That's the neck she's got. That's wild. Active, intelligent, and vocal. She's so vocal. She's so intelligent. She's so active. So maybe she just has the Thai Siamese personality. That's, you know, always a possibility. Bengal, Savannah. I was actually afraid she was going to come out part Bengal because of her personality, but she did not. Egyptian Mao is water lover, adventurous, and energetic. They also like water, huh? Interesting. So fun story. I don't know if this was part of my cat story time or not, but fun story about Maine Coons. Jason would go swimming in the lake that we lived on. That was fun. Oh, and that's it. Okay, so those are that's all of the cat breeds that they have information on. So there's obviously, that may be part of why there's like the broadly Western or whatever. Based on our growing cat databases, we can divide breeds among 4 different categories: Western, Eastern, Exotic, Persian. Don't forget random bred Moggy heritage is an equally important part of your kitty's uniqueness. Okay. So these are all of the breeds that they have as far as like part of their database. So like I said, that might be part of why like the broadly Western or broadly Eastern exists. And she's not, what was the other one? I have a terrible memory. I probably would have been quicker going up. So she's not Persian at all. I mean, I guess that makes sense because I suppose those are all the cats because Persian's on there and Himalayan's on there. So yeah. So I'm guessing those are all the ones with like the stuffy faces, the scrunched in faces. I have a very irrational fear of Persians because my aunt and uncle used to have a Persian. His name was Gizmo. He was the meanest damn cat. So I don't like Persians. And only just because of my irrational fear of them. Just like my mom has an irrational fear of Dalmatians. So when she was young, she had a negative experience with a Dalmatian. So, wow, that's cool. So, I mean, basically, I'm just going to call her a Maine Coon. And people are going to think I'm crazy. Because she's short hair. But it's funny, she's not. She has like medium length fur. But it's still like on the shorter side. So, but like if you look at her fur, I'm gonna grab you again, cat. Sorry about it. Sorry about it. Come here, just for a real quick meet. Just for me. I know, just for me meet. I'm not gonna kiss you. I promise I'm not gonna kiss you. I won't touch your face with my face. But like, if you look at this, like it's definitely still on the shorter side. She's gonna kill me. I know you want to kill me. I know you do. I know you want to kill me. It's okay. Be the Maine Coon that this says you are. Just be the Maine Coon that this says you are, please. Thank you for being nice about it for a minute. It's very nice of you to just let me hold you for just a minute. You're being very sweet right now. You know you are. Whipping your tail. And I am afraid that at any minute you're going to turn and mangle my face. Okay, here you go. Here, I'll play with your thing. The thing you got with your Basepaws test. Here. This is your treat for being nice to me. Anyway, we're just gonna play with this while I finish up this part of the video. But yeah, so she's definitely on the short end of the fur, but like, it's still like longer than a lot of the short-haired cats that I've had, short fur cats that I've had. Like, Cobalt's fur was shorter, Casey's fur was shorter. Frisky's probably about the same, so I'm guessing she's probably very similar to Frisky. I mean, Frisky was an American Shorthair. I think, like, the vet pretty much, or not the vet, place we got her pretty much knew she was an American Shorthair. So I think she was pretty much American Shorthair. But, so that's cool. Disregarding the fact that she's not a pointed cat. That's actually very much what she looks like. Because I'm like, because she's currently making the same exact face as this cat right now, staring at me, plotting my murder. Well, I think she's debating whether... I think she's debating about killing me sometimes because she's like, well, she feeds me. You know, she's nice to cuddle with. So she's dead. Can't do those things anymore. But yeah, that's just cool. That is just so interesting. But yeah, so it'll be interesting to see as time kind of goes on. Maybe we'll revisit this maybe in a year. So maybe next Christmas time, I'll look at this again and see if this 14.98% is accounted for and if this 4.57% is accounted for. But essentially, this is what it looks like. It'd be interesting to visit this again in a year. So let's do that. Let's revisit this report in a year and we'll see where we're at. Because I know like my 23andMe has changed a lot over the years. Not years. It's been 1 year. Wow, 2020 feels like so many years. It's, you know, it both feels like I was just at Disney World, but also feels like it was like 7 years ago. It feels like we should be planning our Disney World trip again. But I think I might feel that at the end of every year I go to Disney World. I think I might feel that every time we're leaving Disney World. I think I may feel that on the plane home from Disney World. Let's start planning our next trip. But it'd be fun to revisit this in a year because, like I said, within the year that I have done 23andMe, it has changed a few times. So it'll be interesting to see what this looks like in a year as more people do it, as they get a bigger population, as maybe they start to incorporate other cat breeds because there's more than just these. So it'd be interesting to see what happens. I'd be interested to see what they can come up with in a year. So let's revisit this in a year and see what happens. So over Christmas, my niece redid this. I don't know if it's going to stay this way, but it's going to stay this way for a little bit. So that's why it looks different than the intro. So I hope you guys enjoyed that. I did not expect her to be a Maine Coon, even a little. But over Christmas, I actually learned, because I did this well after I saw the results, because I deleted the footage, because I'm smart. But I learned actually that long hair is actually a recessive trait. So that explains a lot actually about how many long-haired cats are part of her DNA. But at the end of the day, she likes water like a Maine Coon. She has the personality of a Siamese, and she is my little baby girl and I love her to pieces. So I hope you guys enjoyed this video. Give it a thumbs up if you did. Comment down below what you guys thought was most interesting about her DNA results. If you guys want to see the time that I did my 23andMe, you guys can click right here. If you guys want to see when I did my Ancestry.com, you guys can click right here. These are 2 times I sold my DNA to the black market, so I hope you guys enjoyed those videos. Like I said, give it a comment and a like, subscribe here, hit the bell for notifications so you don't miss any of my videos, and I will see you guys all next time. Bye. Okay, stop deleting stuff now.